Hello people of the world. Today I went up in my loft and I got down some really important objects that were in my life about 30 years ago, and here they are in this box, or these boxes. There's a bit of a giveaway, that one there. So today we're going to unbox this and we're going to take a look and see what's in there. It's an object that I built my career on, and really excited to do this. So let's get started and unbox 35 years of history. And there's a very particular reason I'm doing this as well, which I'll get to a bit later. So let's get started and unboxing 35 years of history. Okay, so here is the first box. I've got this table set up with this little TV, and this TV is very particular because it's the only TV in my house that can run this thing that I'm going to get out of this box, and it's for a very specific reason. It's quite old. This too was in the loft and I had to bring it down from the loft so I could plug this thing into it. So let's have a look inside the box. Let's get it out and see what we've got here. There it is. History. Right there. Right now. The Commodore 64. Okay, I just tried to film some B-roll and I looked at it back, and it was the keyboard was pretty disgusting. It's basically got 30 years of adolescent burgers and Coke and food and I don't know what else in there. So I've just spent the last 20 minutes cleaning it with wet wipes, and hopefully now it's going to look shiny and new-ish. There's only so much of 30 years of grime that you can wipe away. So, cue the B-roll. Okay, so I don't even know if this thing works, really. It's been up in the loft for 20 years. I've not switched it on for a long time, and I don't even know if it still works. The keys feel quite robust. None of them are sticky. The on-off switch, yeah, it still works. But before we try and plug it in, I want to show you what's inside this box here. So let's get that out and take a look. Okay, so let's take a look at what's inside this box here. Okay, first of all, one of these, can you see that? Hopefully you can see that. That's a cassette player. That's what we used to load games onto the Commodore 64 back in the day. No such thing as a Blu-ray, or even I don't think DVDs were invented by that time, so that's how far back this thing goes, and we'll be taking a look at this. I've got a couple of these, so I might not take that out of the box. Yeah, it's pretty grimy in there, pretty disgusting, so I might just leave that one in there. And I know I've seen another one that I've got, so I'll try that one. So that's the first thing. There's another box here. Okay, inside this box, I think I put, oh yes, lots of games. So we will definitely, including my very own game there. Yeah, there it is. That's my game I wrote on the 64, my very first game. Anyway, we'll get to those. That's what we'll be trying out, some of those, if they work. And finally, we've got this. This too is a Commodore 64, and you can see that there. However, this is a much later version to this, because it just looked new and swanky and modern compared to this old brown thing here. But one of these should work. I've got a feeling this one's going to work. This one may not, because it's much older. I mean, this it's got to be more than 30 years old. I think this one's pretty old, but it's not as old as that. It's got to be more than 30 years old. I don't think there's any dates on them. No. I'm going to put this one back in the box for now. I'm going to try and get this one working first. So let's do that. Let's get all the plugs out, plug it into the power, plug it into the TV, and see if we can get it working. Okay, so let's get this thing powered up, or at least let's try and power it up. We need a power supply. We need to connect it to the TV, so let's go find all the cables in this box here. One power supply. Now this thing, it's not that big. It's pretty grimy, I've got to say, but it's probably half the size of an Xbox One power supply, power unit. It's pretty heavy though. It's quite heavy, but it's not that big. The other thing we need is this. This is a tape recorder. This is how we load games on the Commodore 64. Now, for those of you who don't know what cassettes are, I will explain to you how they work in a moment once we've plugged it all in. Let's get it plugged in. There you go. Right, let's see if the TV comes on first. Oh, we've got a red light there. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if this comes on. Power switch is on the side. Oh, we've got a red light. Can you see that? The red light. Let's see if I can get this to come on. Oh. It's not. Oh, there's something there. Boom! Wow! It's working. Oh my goodness. Wow. Let me just bring you closer so you can see. Can you see that? 64K RAM system, 38911 basic bytes free. Commodore 64 basic version 2 ready. Let's have a little, see if I can remember. Wow. I think it was 53280,0. I think that did the border. Yes, and it turns it black. So the number on the end is the number that turns it black. So it only had 16 colours. So 53281, which I think is this blue colour here, comma 1, I don't know what colour that will be, white. So there you go, I've changed it to 53280, comma 4. Yes, anyway, you get the idea. So you can do things with it. Let's turn it off, turn it back on. Let's see if we can get a game loading on it. Let's try this. Quibbly's Day Out by Houston Consultants, programmed by Andrew Braybrook. Let's take you off this stand because I think it'll be better for you to see. So we're going to try this first, Quibbly's Day Out. Okay, for those of you who don't know what a cassette is, all you young'uns out there, here is a cassette. Now, It's essentially a magnetic strip that runs along here. The heads that sit in there read it. The data goes through the cable and into the computer. That's it. If these get destroyed, that's it. Game over. You couldn't download a game like you can today. Nothing like that. No digital. You couldn't put it on a USB stick. USBs didn't even exist when these things were around. So it was these or a floppy disk, and I've got one of those in there, and I'll show you what they are too. So here we go. Gribbly's Day Out. Let's give it a go. Put it in. Let's rewind. Well, tape recorder still works, which is good. You got to type load and hit return. Can you see that? It says press play on tape. So press play on the tape. It's going around. Screen's gone blank. So now we just wait to see if it worked. Wow, it's found it. Look. Found Gribbly's Day Out. Press. There we go. It's going. We should get some sort. Oh, there's the loading. Okay, yeah, that was common. That's called a. That's a loading screen. It flashes the borders just to let you know that it's actually doing something, which was really handy because in the early days when it first came out, you loaded games and it was just a blank screen. You didn't know after like 10 or 15 minutes if it was going to work. But with this system, it works a lot better, and you can tell that it's going to load. Wow! Wow! It worked! That is phenomenal. Gribbly's Day Out. Oh my god, I remember this game. Fantastic. I'm actually a little bit blown away by that. And listen to that music. Can you hear that? I'll turn it up a little bit. Wow. That's astonishing. That's amazing. This was made in, on the cassette it says there, if you can see that, 1985. 1985. And it still works. They don't make them like this anymore. Everything's so throwaway. This is amazing. Don't know how to. There's one thing we're missing here. We need a joystick. And there is a joystick. Wow. Fluorescent green. I don't know why I got a fluorescent green one, but I did, clearly. And yeah, this is the equivalent of today's controllers. There's today's controllers, which are just absolutely amazing. And here is the 1980s controllers called a joystick. It had 2 fire buttons, both did exactly the same, and I think it was just so that you can, depending on if you're left-handed or right-handed, you could use the other hand to press one of the fire buttons, and it connected via one of these. On the side, dunk. So we're going to plug this in right now. There we go, plugged in, and I think it should work. Whoa, it did. Here we go. Gribbly's Day Out in all its glory. It's hard to play it with one hand. I'm going to put the camera on the camera stand and then play it. Okay, here we go. See these little griblets are jumping around. You have to pick them up. Let's turn the audio up a little bit. And you have to rescue them, basically. You have to pick them up around the environment and take them home. You can fly and you can bounce. If you bounce, none of the environment can hurt you. If you fly, it does, like that. And you lose your psi, which you can see down here. So you have to take these little griblets, as they're known. Oh, these bouncy things here you collect, and that fills up your psi again. There you go. So there's lots of them around the environment. You just land it in here, drop them home. Ooh, ooh. Pick that one up. And there's obviously bad guys around. There's one in particular, a big black crab, which chases you if you get anywhere near it. There we go. I used to be really good at this. These joysticks are a bit clicky, a bit squeaky, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry, but that's just technology and what it used to be like. Whoa, he's stolen one of my griblets. Give it back. Oh, there he is. Oh, I saved him. See how blue bubble? Oh, another one. Yay. I'm carrying one. You can see down here I'm already carrying one. So I need to take this home. Drop him off. Ooh. If I can pick up. Oh, I died. Damn. It's not easy. I've not. You know, you don't get the same graces, the same sort of chances you do in today's games. They were quite brutal back then. It was. Let's pick this up. Yay! Oh, let's drop this one in here. I don't know how many are left. That noise there is the black crab. He's somewhere around. If I fly over these brown dots that are there on the screen, I can make the border, the barriers disappear like this. I mean, graphically it was pretty good for its day. That's a really good looking game for its day. The bubbles that I'm shooting out is my weapon, basically. I can. Oh, griblets! Hello, fellas. Come on. Okay, so I know what the last one is. After. That doesn't sound good. Oh. Hopefully you can hear all this. What's going on? Oh! See if I can finish a level. To turn them off. Oh, and I died. I lied. Oops. Whoa. Oh, that was the thing. I remember that. Oh, that was so hard. Oh, that's a bad guy. So you gotta get those early. Oh, there's the big main bad guy. Quick move. Oh, panicked. Oh, brutal. Death. That's not quite HD. Oh. Oh. Watch him change. See, he changed into that thing. Right. Oh, there's the barrier. That noise means the barrier is gone. Let's get rid of that. The black crab is around here somewhere. I can catch it. Yes. Oh, there's the black crab. Now he'll chase you if he sees you. Although if you're quick enough, you can get away from him like that. Is this the last one? No, there's more. Beware the black crab. Okay. Oh, there he is. I see him. Come on, fella. Get away from me! Get away! You can, I think you can actually kill it if you blow bubbles at it. But I'm just going to run for it, save my little griblet, and end the level. Yes, 8 griblets saved. That's a good number. A new level, changes colour, it's different layout. Oh, really? Okay, that was the infinite waterfalls, and I died. So that is Gribbly's Day Out, and that is really successful. Let's try some different games. That is phenomenal, and the sound chip in this is called SID, and it was pretty awesome, to be fair, for its day. It was the best audio in a games console. So okay, let's turn that down a minute for a bit. Whoa, that's amazing. That is quite the thing. Whew. Okay, so now we need to play it. Let's have a play. I haven't played this for a very long time, and I'm genuinely a little bit excited. Ready. Here we go. Oh yeah. Ooh. I remember this music. Hopefully you can hear that. Oh! This is a bit like, I don't know if any of you watching remember the Commodore 64, but it was a blatant rip-off of Commando. Commando was like this. Oh, it was a gun, better get that. I think spacebar can change to my gun, yes. It's amazing how quickly you remember stuff. Oh, this is, the controls are so stiff. Whoa! It's actually fun. A little bit. I mean, you don't get the experience of, oh, I died. That was not good. Really, really brutal. Absolutely rock solid these games were back then. I'll get that weapon. I don't know what difference it makes. It doesn't seem to make that much difference, but because I can kill with one shot, or I can throw my knife and still kill him with one shot. So you have to go around the trees. Oh, see, and that's the edge. Look, I can't go. That's the edge of the world, but it doesn't look like it is. That was the difference in them days. You didn't get so much given to you as you do these days. Oh. rummaging through my boxes to find another game to play, and I came across this. This is Hawkeye by Thalamus. Thalamus were a publisher of Commodore 64 games, and this is a disc. I do believe actually Thalamus still exists, and I'm actually following them on Twitter, so if you want to go and check them out, go and follow them on Twitter. And this is what the disc looks like. I think the box is actually broken, but this is a floppy disk. Yeah, this is what games came on as well. These are quite big. You can see by my hand they're quite big things. Let me just turn that TV down. You can ramble blaring in the background. There we go. Yeah, so these are 5 1/4 inch floppy disks, and yeah, games used to come on these too. If you were lucky enough to get a disk drive, that was. But there we go. We'll try that out, but we shall definitely give it a go. And there's the front art was fantastic. Thalamus were always good with the visuals. Really good. And the back of it, you can see at the ZAP 64 Gold Medal Award there. So hopefully you can see that. Hawkeye. It's obviously sometimes a bit of a platform shooter type game. But we'll check it out. We'll try this. Okay, so disk drive plugged in. Commodore 64 switched on. Oh, and it recognised it. The lights came on. And to load a disk, that's a Thalamus one. You've got to put it in the disk drive like this. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Put it in there like that. Shut it down by squeezing. Boom, there it is. Look at that screen. Looks great. It's a great looking game. Oh, remember this music. Remember this music? Oh, I think that'll do. I think you get the idea. So why am I doing this? Why am I getting this out and going all nostalgic? Well, that's because of this. So can you believe it? A new Commodore 64 is coming out shortly. That's epic. Really, really epic. It's going to have all the same games, and I'll show you the games in a second. Features include high definition output via HDMI. You can see the HDMI slot there, which is really cool because, as you now know, the old one could not do HDMI. Pixel graphics at 4:3 ratio. Save game function, which is crucial, and that's really good. 2 USB ports. You can see them on the side there. Just right where the original game stick ports used to be plugged into the Commodore 64. This is only half the size of its original. It's not the same size, but apparently they are bringing another one out later this year that has the keyboard that actually works, and it's the same size as the original. And it supports software updates via USB flash, and I believe, although don't quote me, you can put games on the USB flash and plug them into the 64 and play them. Also, all of these games are going to be built into the system, so you go into some sort of menu, I'm guessing, and select which ones you want to play. So let's go and have a look at the games. Here they are, and the first thing I noticed up in the top right here is Boulder Dash. This wasn't on the list before, and now it is. So they recently added this, and this is just a brilliant game. Really, really good. Keep you going for weeks. You know, if you want to buy this system just for this game, it doesn't look like much, but believe me, it's so addictive. Fantastic game, fantastic little puzzle game. So worth getting it just for that. And then you can see all the usual classics, some that you saw today, like Hunter's Moon, for example, and Gribbly's Day Out. We looked at that. Hawkeye, and we looked at that. You know, some of the best games on here. 2 of the best games. Power Droid is just an awesome game. Another one by Hewson and another one by Andrew Braybrook. And Iridium down here, another Andrew Braybrook game. Absolutely fantastic. Thing on a Spring. Can't go wrong with that. That's a great game too. They're all good games. What's striking about this is that they've actually gone out of their way to include some really cool games. Speedball, you know, some of the top quality ones, rather than a bunch of rubbish that you usually get on these remakes. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. They used to have a release date for the end of March, but that's gone now. It just says early 2018, so I'm hoping it's not moved from that too far, because I'm genuinely excited, and I will be unboxing this on this channel when it's released, so come back and check it out. So I hope you enjoyed that. I know it was a bit of a departure from my usual tutorials on Substance Painter and Unity, but this is quite close to my heart, so I really felt like I had to do this, and it's the system I used to build my career. Basically, I launched from this machine, making art for my games, making art for other people's games, and yeah, and I went on from there. And I do believe you can also create games for this now. Once this is out, I think you'll be able to make games for this, so that's quite exciting. So I hope you enjoyed that. Come back soon, because I've got some more tutorials coming soon, and I've got another announcement to make and some giveaways. So come back and make sure you subscribe and like, and thanks for watching. Bye for now.